All right, hello everybody, and welcome to SSL Division One Football Matchday 14. I am Trella, and today I am joined by
Valpix, and I am glad I am not a part of this mess.
Yes, because we have quite the assortment of matches today, starting off with Reykjavik versus Hollywood. Hollywood in the relegation race this season, while Reykjavik still in it for a spot at the title contention. So it should be a very fun match.
Yeah, I think Reykjavik is actually out. I have them as 4 points back of Buenos Aires, so they can't. But Hollywood, not in the spot we expect to see them on match day 14. Usually we expect them to be involved in the action at the top of the table, but things just haven't gone according to plan for them this season, and now they must win and get some help as well.
Yeah, we saw Hollywood three-peat, I believe, in league titles before this season, so it's been quite the fall for them. They'll be in a relegation race with, it looks like, Catalunya, and we'll see if they can get a point here to try to catch Catalunya, because they're only 2 points behind. As Ricky Bobby goes forward, but that's offside.
Flag was up, yeah. Ricky Bobby, current Golden Boot winner. 15 goals. Jeffrey Levert closest to him with 14. We'll see him later with Romana.
Yeah, Levert's had a great season. But Ricky Bobby is one of the best strikers of all time, so he's going to be tough to beat, especially on a high-powered Reykjavik squad, as Casual plays it through to Letitia. Out wide, over to Casual. In for Andrews. That's blocked. Probably shot a little bit too late there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Probably could have taken one less touch because he had the space.
Yeah, he found himself wide open in the 18-yard box there, but that was blocked, and now Casual carries it up, lays it off for Andrews. Crosses that in, and that's onto, I believe Rashford got a piece of that. It went by Bobby, but Heretic made a beautiful save.
Yeah, great save by Heretic, who you cannot blame Hollywood's struggles on. He's been pretty solid for them this season.
I mean, Hollywood's defense and goaltending have been excellent. They've just struggled to score goals. The loss of Hunter Jones, Ricky Bobby, it's showing. They still have Tiki Taka and Lang Kwai, and Maradona is becoming quite the player now, but it's not the same as it was. And now here's Bobby, and that goes over the net.
Yeah, dangerous ball in behind, but Bobby unable to keep his shot down there. I think he had to get that off pretty quickly because defenders were closing.
Yeah, it was a grade A chance, though, for someone who really knows how to finish, so Hollywood should consider themselves thankful. As Reykjavik recovers that free kick. And Maradona picks that up, recovers for Hollywood. Possible dribbles forward to Valor, over to Lightning. Recycled back through the defense, Costanza and Jarrow. Back to the Heretic, booted up the pitch. And now Reykjavik recovers that. Not much going on here. We'll see if
it's been a very quick half.
Yeah, already 35 minutes in.
Interception.
Taka in, and a goal! Tiki Taka. Oh, but that's off. I didn't even see the official.
I didn't see him either. Oh, that is the emotional whiplash if you're Hollywood, because how big would a goal be?
It was such a quick play, too. Great counterattack, but we didn't even get a replay of the offside.
Yeah, that was puzzling.
I didn't even notice, so it must have been relatively close. Now Reykjavik tries to counter them as Rashford plays that through the back. Scarpetta dribbles forward, plays it out. Joker in for Bobby. It chips it, but it's wide. Maybe got a little too overconfident there.
Yeah, that was cheeky from Ricky Bobby, but direction finder a little bit off there as we go into halftime. 0-0, and 0 is also the amount of shots Hollywood has so far because the offside goal doesn't count.
I mean, Reykjavik has had some grade A chances. I believe that's a 1.5 expected goals from them so far on 10 shots. I thought Bobby would have had. Bobby looked like he had probably 2 or 3 goals he could have had this half. So
Yeah, they're
Hollywood.
creating opportunities, but the Heretic in their own aim is letting them down.
Yeah. And Hollywood hasn't had much going forward, really at all. No expected goals, no shots. They're definitely going to need a big swing here if they want to overcome this. It's still tied, but you can't defend the entire game and expect to come away with points.
Yeah, especially because you have to make up that 2-point gap. You have to win this game. Even a draw won't do it.
Exactly. Yeah, and you have to
Like,
hope
this is
Catalonia
must
loses
win.
or
Yeah.
draws. I mean, if Hollywood wins, I believe they would beat Catalonia on goal differential, regardless
Yeah.
if they tie in points, unless it's a
Hall and Oak,
very huge win or loss for either team.
Hall and Oak on for Reykjavik for Casual and Tata Yore, and Hollywood also bringing on Brednik Levert for Lightning at the half.
Hall and Oak, isn't that the people who sing the Leafs goal horn, goal song?
I do not know.
That was a
My
bad joke.
hockey knowledge is in the niche stuff.
That was a bad joke. It was a Hall and Oates reference.
I know. Not Hall and Oates, the famous St. Louis Blues duo of the 80s.
Oh.
Ooh.
Interesting save there by the Heretic.
I thought that was going to be a penalty for a second, but referee saying sold.
Bit of chaos about 16 yards out. Joker with a free kick swings it in, and that's cleared out by Hollywood. Langquai heads it forward to nobody. Diver picks that up. Lopta out wide. Crosses it in, and that's headed, but over the top. Don't think Heretic got a piece of that. Yeah, it was just missed. That'll be a
I don't
goal
think
kick.
he got a piece of that, but I do think he had that covered regardless.
Yeah,
but time is ticking quickly on Hollywood. This is not what you want to see if you're them. Definitely something you want to see if you're Catalunya, though, to get the pressure off.
No kidding. I can't believe it. It was about like maybe almost 15 minutes without a highlight there as this game's like wrapping up. Rashford dribbles through the middle over to Letitia. Swings that in, and that should be the goal. Is that offside? I thought I heard a whistle.
Nope.
No,
Flag
it's in.
stays down. Ricky Bobby
from
the
a great
Golden
cross
Boot
from
winner.
Letitia.
Or the Golden Boot leader, because Jeffrey Levert hasn't played yet.
Extends his lead.
Yeah, it's a good cross in from Letitia. Nothing Heretic can really do about that.
Stanza just lost his mark
so quickly.
Yeah.
And the former Hollywood player may have just sent his old club to Division 2.
Wow. Oh, but Hollywood almost ties it. Not that it really matters.
I mean, to score 2, you first have to score 1.
It's true. There's still 4 minutes left with extra time, so certainly anything is possible. As Reykjavik is going forward now. Oak over to Rashford, out to Letitia. Crosses it in. Oh, and Rashford ices this game. I mean, I don't want to be too harsh.
Also a former Hollywood player, if I'm not mistaken.
True, yes.
But
I don't want to be too harsh, but Hollywood's defense didn't look like they really tried to mark anybody in the box there.
Yeah, Letitia just running right up that right flank, and then he just puts it in the middle. Almost an own goal there from Costanza in front. Don't quite know what he was doing there.
He was so defeated by that last goal. I think he just gave up. Reykjavik looks to kind of pad their goal difference as Oak shot is blocked out. That goes for a goal kick, I guess.
Yep.
Through to Bobby. Oh, Jarrow dies. And that's the third goal for Reykjavik in about 4 minutes.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby just gets in behind. When you're down 2 and you need 3, you throw everything you can forward, but that leaves you exposed in behind, and Ricky Bobby feasts off that. And will officially put the nail in the coffin of Hollywood in D1, at least for one season. Yeah,
and I mean, what a run they've had.
Yep, And there it is, the final whistle. They can no longer catch Catalunya, who are now safe.
And that takes a lot of
Reykjavik
pressure
3-0.
off them, who I believe they're playing Tokyo, who is
Yeah, I believe they're our
is
next
a
game.
great squad. So, but yeah, a bit of an unfortunate season for Hollywood. I mean, story of it is this match they couldn't score any goals. Basically,
they couldn't
all
create
season.
anything. I mean, if you're putting up one shot in a do or die match, then it is what it is. I don't think they will be in D2 for long, but you know, the cap and the regression came for them and was not very merciful.
I'm just still so surprised at the the outcome of their season. I mean, they still have so much talent with Taka at striker. Lang Kwai should still be one of the best playmakers in the league. I mean, best all-around offensive players, and Maradona especially is a great dribbler and just like good linking complementary player who can also put goals in. So, I mean, the relegation
I don't
for
think they will
Hollywood
be
is
down for very
surprising.
long, but yeah, this was not their season, and to some they will be singing "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead," and Reykjavik, who also played in this game, was excellent. You know, it felt like once they got that first goal, they really felt the confidence flowing.
Oh, I mean, they were in control of it the entire game. They just hadn't been able to put one past the Heretic. But once they got one, the doors blew open. And now we have Tokyo versus Catalunya. This game doesn't matter too much for Catalunya, but Tokyo, I don't believe is in the
They're
race.
3 points back of Buenos Aires, but they need a 13-goal swing.
That would be quite the result. Honestly, it would be fun.
I have a bottle of water here, and I do not know what I would do with it if that happened.
Michael, just be all over your screen after spitting it out.
Oh god, as if this bucket of bolts wasn't broken enough.
As Busquets picks up that ball and this game's underway. Vins throws it in over to Sherwood. Crosses it in, but that wayward cross is intercepted as Rise, towering over the defenseman, picks that up. Sky Rise carries it down, marked by Staines. Sends that back in for Soderberg. Over to Rise, crosses in. Oh, and a great save by Gutterson off a header by, I believe it was Kaido.
I thought that was Asagi in front.
But, it could have been.
The play started with Asagi with a very good read and finished with a decent header, but wasn't really any trouble in the end.
Yeah, Gunnarsson handled it pretty easily. We'll see if Gunnarsson can keep Catalunya in this game. Tokyo started the season off kind of rough, but they've had a surge to end the season here. And a great save there by Gunnarsson.
I think that was going wide, but Gunnarsson not taking any risks.
Yeah, very athletic and acrobatic save there. A handball by Mike Rupp. I feel like you don't see those too often.
Yeah, I don't even see penalties for that.
Yeah. I was confused what happened. I just read the ticker on the bottom.
I knew there was a foul, but...
Yeah. Vins clears that out to Rising over to Okacha with... Took an unbelievable route to the ball. I don't even know what that was. I'm speechless. Oh my god. Kaido on the left-hand side. Crosses it into Rise, wide open. Yellow. Sky Rise finishes that open chance. Järvinen was a little scared to get up on Kaido, it looks like, and that really cost Catalunya as he got burned. As Kaido plays a beautiful cross in.
Just a dime and a great run to the back post by Rise, and just needs to stick out the leg to get that past Gunnarsson. Not much the goalkeeper could do there with a ball of that quality, but I was literally saying it in the build-up, like Järvinen on a yellow, that might be you. Whoa!
Shot by Sherwood from maybe 30 yards out. That was intense.
kind of unexpected.
He's more of a defensive midfielder, but he loves to shoot. If you've watched any Catalunya games this season, he fires them.
Miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
No kidding. He must follow that philosophy very closely in his life. As Albaton Touchet clears that out. Up to Rise. Carries that on the left-hand side. Back to Kaido. Over to Goat, but that's cleared out. Recovered by Tokyo, though. Soderberg and Rise playing through the middle. Out wide to Nessie. Crossed in, but that's blocked. And it goes out for a corner. Tokyo have a chance to extend their lead here. And they almost do as that goes off the crossbar. But it's cleared out.
Did Gunnarsson get a piece of that too?
I think Gunnarsson got a piece and then it deflected off the crossbar. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Oh, Visser, great chance.
What's events?
Blocked by Mueller. Catalunya just hanging on for dear life right now.
It's a parade of corners right now.
That one's cleared out, but Tokyo will recover that off a throw-in. And this game has already had
away from the corner flag.
This game feels like it's already had much more action than the last one. We're only 25 minutes in. Ooh. As Visser plays that into Kaido. Oh, that had some curl on it, but Gunnarsson got a piece, and that'll go for another Tokyo corner.
Yeah, that's an excellent save by Gunnarsson. I think that was going in if Gunnarsson doesn't get to it.
Yeah, it had great bend to it.
Yeah,
that's
excellent
offside.
Shot, excellent placement, even better save.
Yeah, Gunnarsson really keeping Catalunya in this. Tokyo's had a lot of chances early here. Despite the goal against, I mean, it could be much worse, I feel.
Yep.
And that was another great chance for Skyrise. Usually so dangerous in the air, and showing that off there. Catalunya tries to clear that up, but they can't win the header. As Tokyo takes it the other way, Nessie carries it down the right flank. Crosses that in to Rise. And in the hands of Gunnarsson. Relatively easy save, despite the dive.
The theatrics.
Sometimes you gotta play it up. Gotta have your highlight reel.
For the gram.
Exactly. Anything for the gram. Kaido crosses that one in for the gram, and that's another save.
Yeah, they're feasting on Järvenen's side right now, really trying to take advantage of that yellow card.
Yeah, he's maybe playing a little too cautious. I mean, might as well just go for it. If you get a red card, right, there's no suspension. Just go for it. Oh, and that through ball from Soderberg just had a little too much power on it, and that attack is over. But Tokyo looks to start another as Visser carries that down the left. I think Meg Stains there. Soderberg over to Oberton Touchet. Over to Nessie. Looks to cross. And that's played in to Kaido. Over to Rise. And that's a second goal for Skyrise. What a beautiful play by Tokyo.
That back post header then into the goal scorer is just a play that, when executed, I absolutely love.
Unbeatable.
It's a great cross.
Look at the vision and reaction from Kaido to be able to play that into Rise.
Yeah, especially because it keeps that back line constantly moving and having to change direction. And you're not beating Skyrise in the air, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's few players better than him in the air in this league, if any. And that's a 2-0 hole for Catalunya to fill. Oh, but Okacha gets a great chance. Try to cut that lead to
Flag
one.
was up anyway.
Yeah, he looked pretty open, so that's not too surprising. Catalunya, despite, I believe, playing 3 strikers today, has not had much offense.
Got to get the ball to them.
Yeah, I mean, Tokyo...
3 strikers doesn't do a whole lot if the service isn't there.
Tokyo's done such a good job just controlling the ball in the attacking third. Catalunya has 2 shots on target, 3 total. And I feel like it feels like less.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
that's the
also just
half.
the sheer volume of Tokyo. Just it feels like every time they get the ball, it's dangerous, and it's reflected in the scoreline. You get 2 goals,
15 shots.
dominating most of the stats. Yeah, and a lot of them on target too. That's 10 on target. So like when even they're making Gunnarsson work back there.
Yeah, I feel like Gunnarsson, she's had actually a pretty solid game despite letting up 2 goals so far. She's been
And really,
tested
there
often.
wasn't really much she could do on those goals.
Yeah, I mean, just a loss of coverage, honestly. Especially that second one. I mean, that play has happened so fast.
Shion Okamoto on for Mueller for Catalunya.
Yeah, Okamoto subbing into the center mid. He's bounced around position-wise a bit this season, playing out wide in the center mid. Versatile player for Catalunya. Kaido plays it over to Soderberg to Asagi. Some great passing from Tokyo in the midfield as Rise gets that going forward. Soderberg to Rise out wide. Back to Soderberg. Plays that into the middle for Asagi over to Nessie. Looks to cross maybe. Does. And that header is won by Kaido, but it's out wide.
Yeah, not a particularly threatening header in the end.
No, yeah, it wasn't the best service. And it was also a contested header, so would have been quite the unlikely goal. Nessie looks to cross again. That's headed into the hands of Gunnarsson.
It's funny because like the first half, it felt like Catalunya was attacking, or Tokyo rather was attacking what is the near side is now the far side. So I believe that's the right side.
Yes.
And now it seems like it's been flipped. Like in the first few sequences of the second half, you've seen them try to attack through Nessie. Here they go again.
Yeah, another cross in. Oh, and that was Scott. I think Rise got a piece of that, but Gunnarsson was able to react and grab it quickly.
I think that was too close to Gunnarsson to really be much of a threat.
Oh my god. I thought that went in. Okacha with a great shot. Just wide.
Had some venom on it.
Yeah, that. And a great curve, too. Just wide, despite being offside. Not that it would have counted. Hollywood has had a couple of shots already in this half, so they've already, I suppose, looked a little better. Okacha is through. Plays that back. Okamoto, highly contested from Goat there. Not a great shot.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea. He just didn't have the space to get off a quality shot.
Yeah, perhaps didn't time his run correctly there. I mean, he was very covered. Nessie throws it in. Out wide on the right side once again. Sasagi gets that. Back outside to Nessie on the right. Crossed in. Skyrise. What a save from Gunnarsson. That looked like a goal.
I think that hit the bar, too.
That was... I mean, he had a lot of room to shoot there. Very close and tight. Soderberg picks that up in the middle to Visser. Through to Kaido. Shot saved by Gunnarsson. That's offside.
Flag was up anyway. It just never ends right now with the offensive pressure from Tokyo.
Just an absolute onslaught. Mojo Rising is through, and that's a shot saved by Rube.
Yeah, Dobby Rube sees what Gunnarsson's been up to and says, yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the first time he's really been tested too much. I don't know if we've seen another shot on target from Catalunya in this game, in the highlights at least.
Yeah.
Vince has a pretty good shot through, and that's saved by Rube. Another save. That's out wide for a corner. Catalunya with a little bit of signs of life. That wasn't a great corner from Vince there. He picks it back up. Back to Sherwood. Over to Okamoto. To Staines. To Yarvinen. Maple rising. Out to Yarvinen. Plays it through.
Jam there at the top of the box.
Oh, lots of passing. All for naught.
I don't think there was any space.
Yeah, Tokyo did a great job clogging up the middle. I mean, you have 3 strikers. You're looking to play through the middle a lot, but Tokyo seems to have really counterplayed their game plan today. We have about 7 minutes left in this game. It's probably out of reach for Catalunya, but they look to cut the lead to at least 1 here on the corner. But there's no one from Catalunya crashing the near post. Busquets has it back. Over to Yarvinen, to Sherwood. To Okamoto, over to Okacha. Back to Vins, to Okamoto. Over to Sherwood. Plays it in for Staines. Out wide for Vins. Carries it in, and that shot is saved by Rube, I believe, for a corner.
Second pretty good shot there from Vins. Had one earlier that was saved.
Yeah, and, he's been finding some space to dribble in on the left side. Perhaps they discovered a weakness for Tokyo a little too late in this game. We have 1 minute of added time. Nessie throws it in. Cross it to the Visser, to Asagi. Shoots, blocked by Busquets. Out wide to Nessie. And that play just dies there off the foot of Obaton Touchette, but Visser recovers the clearance. Soderberg fires from outside the box, and that's blocked. Goes out for a corner, and this should be the end of the game, this corner here. And headed out. Tokyo will not get another chance, and that game is wrapped up.
Yeah, 2-0 win for Tokyo. Catalunya, pretty thankful that the pressure was not on them after Hollywood lost.
Yeah, I mean, because Tokyo was in the driver's seat for that one the entire game. You can see the expected goals, 2.43 for Tokyo and 0.99 for Catalunya, which honestly feels a little generous.
I mean, they had one good look in the first half and then a couple of minor good looks in the second half. Vins and Gunnarsson both playing well. So Tokyo would need, at this point, Buenos Aires to lose by, like, a gridiron football score.
I believe they
needed to pour it on to still have a chance.
Yeah, because it was 13 goal difference. So, I mean, it's down to 11
now.
So now they need to lose 11-0. They're playing AC Romana, so maybe Jeffrey Levert can score 11 goals to win the Golden Boot.
I mean, wouldn't that be exciting? But Romana in their first season ever in D1, and they did a pretty good job. They've stayed up and are guaranteed at worst 5th. I don't know. They can still jump Sao Paulo, I think, but I think that's the only team left that they can jump.
Yeah,
and Buenos Aires clinches the title with a point. So,
yeah, and AC Romana has definitely shown that they belong in Division 1. I mean, we've seen a couple teams come up to Division 1 and get bounced back to Division 2 right away. But Romana and Reykjavik managed to stave that off this season, kind of breaking a bit of a trend. So that's good to see.
Yep, and it looks... Is that like a... What is that? It's a 3.
It was like a 5...
It's like a weird diamond quasi, but not really.
Yeah, they had like 5 defenders and 4...
it's a 3 at the back with wing backs. And then they had 4 midfielders, but I think 3 were attacking and 1 was just central.
Yeah, it was an interesting formation. Yeah, because it was 3 attacking midfielders and 1 striker. Yeah, and then an advanced playmaker.
Yeah, and Buenos Aires playing a 4-3-1-2 as they
have
used to great success this season.
Yeah, I think they've used that pretty much all season.
And it feels like a lot of other teams have trotted that out.
Yeah,
I guess imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
You kind of see a bit of that every season. I mean, I remember back when Sydney City was running the league, a lot of teams tried out their 4-1-4-1, like ultra attacking style to some good effect. So sometimes
Buenos Aires
tactics,
just need a draw.
yeah, they'd be happy to keep this 0-0 score line, but I'm sure they're looking to, get a few more goals and assists to end off an amazing season for them.
Yep, dude in style.
Hell yeah. Or heck, I should say.
And especially because if you lose, yeah, you still have, like, it's a 9-goal swing with Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo's playing Athenai. Like,
yeah, so it
that is
could
not out of the
happen.
question. What a ball!
Did Levert block that?
The flag
It's
was up
offside.
anyway, probably much
I think
to the
because
relief of
it hit Levert.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Levert headed in. That's a goal for Jeffrey Levert, and that's onside.
The flag stays down.
What a beautiful cross. That had a great curve on it. Receives the ball off the ground. Wow.
And yeah, just an absolute dime. Levert peels off Guevara. No one picks him up. Not really much
able to get a piece of that.
can do.
Now Gorkov tries to answer back off the corner. That's cleared out, but Buenos Aires recovers. Vandersloot, shot blocked. Vandersloot has been a big piece of Buenos Aires' success. Really, all their attackers have had great seasons. We see teams like Reykjavik with Bobby and Romana with Levert, who really do the bulk of the goal scoring. But Buenos Aires has had a kind of a spread out stat sheet this season.
Yeah, I think their top scorer was Torres, who's fourth. Oh, here's another
Levert
chance for Levert.
And that's saved by Oakdown. Levert kind of was running out of time there. He was getting caught by defenders, but still a great chance.
Yeah, his movement's causing some problems.
Yeah, and despite having 3 center backs, Levert had been able to... Oh, wait, never mind. Levert's team
You're
has
getting your teams mixed up?
Yes.
That's happened to me plenty.
That's saved by Kerrigan. Torres out wide. Crossed in, but that's cleared out as Gorkov picks it up in the middle. Back to of Katarina. Kanamayatu plays that back. Up to Schweinsteiger, but that's collected by Buenos Aires through to Brooks-Bertrand, and that's saved by Kerrigan. What a shot and what a save.
Started with getting a little too cute out of the back, but what a stop by Kerrigan on that occasion.
That was a great shot from Brooks-Bertrand. I thought he was going to score that, but Kerrigan out of nowhere. So, AC Romana looks to build out from the back here. Schweinsteiger. Vandersloot, kind of a dangerous slide, but it works out. Torres through to Vandersloot. Shot. Saved by Kerrigan. Another beautiful save. Might have been going wide, but...
Just being safe. Yeah, Kerrigan...
Don't want to take your chances.
It's like 3 big saves by Kerrigan in this first half. He is determined to play spoiler. Almost feels like.
Yeah, as AC Romana still has a lead here as they pick up the ball in a dangerous position. Schweinsteiger. And a sloppier shot. Bit of a disappointing end to that play there. Toastman picks up that goal kick. Plays it out wide. That's into Kenamayatu. But that is received by, I believe, Jeeves on the left over there. And Buenos Aires recovers the ball. As Knight carries it up the right. Into Vandersloot. Carries that in. And I'm not sure if he was going for a shot or a pass there.
Just shanked it.
Bit unfortunate. Brooks-Bertrand over to Tali. No penalty.
He got ball, but that was a very risky challenge in the box.
Certainly. That went off
That
the
went off the
crossbar,
bar,
I
I think.
think. Yeah. That's out for a goal kick.
Almost feels like there's a force field around the Roman net right now.
I know. Buenos Aires has got their attacking legs under them, but they just can't seem to even like get a really good shot despite having some good chances. I mean, and the only good shots they've had, Kerrigan's made some beautiful saves. As that's a
There's
beautiful
a big
save
save
from
from
Oakdown.
Oakdown.
Knight thrown in to Torres. Torres been relatively quiet so far this game.
Don't think we've called his name.
Yeah, might not have. And how Jeeves carries that on the right-hand side, or the left-hand side. Right-hand side for Romana. As Knight crosses in, back to Jeeves. Doesn't shoot, crosses in.
I think he was thinking about it.
Yeah, I could see the gears turning in his little brain. DeFleur carries it up the right.
Here.
Oh, Levert, lots of space. But that was offside.
And the flag was up.
Levert's got to be up there for offsides this season, right? I mean...
And I think he led last season. Or like the season before. I don't know. Zenlos is usually on top of that.
Yeah.
Ooh. That was ambitious.
It wasn't a horrible shot either. The half's over. And the expected goals kind of, I believe, tells a pretty good story of this half. I mean, Romana had the early goal, but it felt like Buenos Aires really got going around halfway through the half.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of good chances there. They have 12 shots to Romana's 6. And despite that, they're down a goal.
Yeah, they want to get that goal back quickly. You know, again, you're trying to win the league and you need just a point. But,
yeah, you don't want to leave it up to fate. It's
not for lack of creating. Kerrigan has been going absolutely nuts in the Romana goal, and no subs, so...
Yeah, and I think Buenos Aires just has to be a little bit more clinical around the goal. They haven't had great composure around the net, I feel like, in this game so far.
Yeah, the moment's pretty big. And this is a team that has won big games before. They won the cup last season, but this is the big enchilada.
Yeah, the Div 1 title is the biggest prize you can win, so... And I mean, for a team that was pretty recently promoted to Division 1 as well, it's been an impressive come-up for them. Jeeves has it on the left, crosses that in. That's cleared out. And speaking of Jeeves and Torres, 2 acquisitions very recently from Cairo City. They've come over and really helped kind of boost Buenos Aires' attack, and their attack is shown to be super lethal this season, just with so many weapons.
Yeah, you add those 2 to an arsenal that already has Gorka, Vandersloth, etc. Oh!
And Torres shot saved by Kerrigan. Oh my God. Kerrigan is on another level in this game so far. I don't want to give the commentators curse, but
he's been absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I always feel nervous saying it before a corner kick like that. Oh, that's headed in from Knight. That was a powerful header to Kerrigan. Quick to react. 55 minutes into this game as Kerrigan rolls it out. Buenos Aires recovers that.
Romana's trying to play it in behind Levert, but the Buenos Aires defense has been much better than it was in the opening sort of phase of the match.
Yeah, Romana's had a little bit of success doing that as they look to counter here, but Levert gives that away, and Buenos Aires to counter their own. That's off the bar! Oh my God!
What are we watching right now?
I think you said it better. There's a force field around the Romana goal right now. Like, what is happening?
For real.
The way like the ball intersected with the post, I kind of just lost sight of it for a second, and I was very confused as to what happened. I couldn't believe it didn't go in. As Jeeves
Good
crosses
grief.
in, but that's just over the goal.
Yeah, I think Kerrigan had that one covered, but still.
Romana ticking down the clock.
Now.
Yeah, just holding on. And Buenos Aires starting to run out of time. I mean, 20 minutes is still a lot of time as Torres is through. And kind of a weak shot for Kerrigan to pick up there.
Yeah, I don't think he hit that where he wanted to. Here's a free kick.
Great curve on that, but it was just a little bit too far to the right. Didn't actually challenge Kerrigan there. Kanamayatu plays it out wide to Nunez. Into nobody. And that's cleared out.
I think whoever was in there held their run thinking they were off.
Yeah, I think it was Levert. As Vandersloot picks that up in the middle. Played out wide tonight. Back to Vandersloot. Looks to cross. That's headed out. But Jeeves picks that up on the left. And Jeeves looks to cross. That's what he does best. And that's headed in. It's saved by Kerrigan again. He's been unbeatable.
I don't think that header was too much trouble for him, but adds to his save tally today.
He's had a lot of work to do in this game. I mean, it's not for a lack of trying from Buenos Aires. It really isn't. Vandersloot in for Torres, and he finishes that, and that was onside. He finally breaks the shutout, or the clean sheet, I should say. Franco Torres gets on the board with a beautiful through ball from Vandersloot.
And that could be the biggest goal of the season, as now Buenos Aires are into championship position. It's a great through ball, and Kerrigan, he's been brilliant all match, but he couldn't do it on that occasion. Torres has been quiet for most of this game, but he comes up big at the right time. He's completely onside. That was very, very close.
He held his run perfectly there. It was beautiful, just perfectly timed by all Buenos Aires players. And with just about 10 minutes left, Buenos Aires has a really good chance to lock up the league. Jeffrey Levert.
He's thrown a wrench into things with an immediate response. Unbelievable. So the cross from the floor deflects. It ends up being a bit of a broken play, and then absolute dime. There's not much Oakdown can do there. That's a tap in.
That's unbelievable.
Boy, wow. That
was close. He looked maybe offside, but that counts. As Buenos Aires holding a tie for just 1 minute. Oh my God. Buenos Aires looks to regain their tie. Penshaw forward, but that's lost. Oh, Knight. That was kind of funny. Knight just charged forward and took that. He was on a mission.
People in the streets.
Buenos Aires just choking it away at the last second. 2 minutes left here. Romana going forward. Played through to Schweinsteiger, who's been pretty quiet this game. Crossed in, but that's blocked. That's just taking time off the clock here for Buenos Aires. And a free kick. Gorkov crosses it in. Here's a good chance. That's headed up. And maybe offside. Yep.
Yeah.
Just under 30 seconds here. Romana is probably going to look to just kill the clock to close out this game. Nunez out wide. Crosses. That's headed out. Knight has it for Buenos Aires. Clears up for the last chance. So that is recovered by Toastman, and the game is over.
Yeah, Buenos Aires not clinching the league on their terms. They had it for about like 30 seconds before Jeffrey Levert responded with a second. And this was, This was a game where they were probably the better team. The problem is Kerrigan was the better goalkeeper and absolutely stood on his head.
Yeah, Kerrigan on a mission to play spoiler in this game. I mean, he was fantastic. What rating is that? 7.9. I think he deserves higher, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that seems a little too low. And also 2 goals from Jeffrey Levert, which is not going to be enough to win the Golden Boot, but
yeah, that was my next question.
Vice Golden Boot.
Yeah, because Ricky Bobby scored 2 in the last match, right? Or in the first match. Yeah. So it looks like Ricky Bobby's going to come away with the Golden Boot, but the league winner is still yet to be decided, as Sao Paulo has a chance to score, 8 or 9 goals and win the league title?
I think they need 9 to win, which, yeah, it's unlikely, but they are playing Athenai, who hasn't won all season and has a minus 41 goal difference. So I don't think it is likely, but it is not out of the realm of possibility. This is an Athenai team that went through a lot of roster turnover, a lot of which ended up on Sao Paulo.
Yeah, Yannick Anderson and Owen 44.
And to say it's been rough for them is probably an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, their time had come. Athenai was a very good Division 1 team for a long time. I don't think they were ever able to win the title, unfortunately for them, but they were always a top contender and one of the top 5 clubs, I'd say, for a long time.
Yeah, they were one of those teams that never felt like they were in the relegation fight. They were just that solid mid-table team that could mount a title charge from time to time.
Yeah, led by the aforementioned Yannick Anderson, Owen 44, and someone who they still have, Henrik Lind, who has been a long-time player for them and is going to be playing in Division 2 for them next season. Great center back.
Yeah, it's going to be an adjustment for them, but as we see a 4-3-3 from Sao Paulo, kind of.
Yeah, looks like Jeff Newman is playing attacking mid.
Athenai playing that weird asymmetric diamond with
I don't like it.
Panda.
It hurts my eyes.
The asymmetric wide diamond.
It's not pretty. Make it look pretty, please. Me like pretty thing.
Yeah, we'll see if that space in the middle serves Sao Paulo well.
Siege.
They need a 9-goal swing, because if the tiebreaker is goals for, Sao Paulo is way behind.
Yeah, I mean,
like double digits behind.
I'm not rooting for any team here, not trying to show any bias, but a 9-goal game would be pretty awesome.
Instead, we have a corner the other way.
Yeah, Hayuga crosses that in, but that's headed out pretty easily. And Ansha picks that up on the left-hand side. Lots of space around him. It's flying up the left. And that's blocked. Out to Prince. Up to Bradford. Back to Prince. Played through, but that's headed out. And Anderson has it for Sao Paulo. Plays that up, looking to find one of the strikers through. There's 3 of them. As Matthew Mayhem picks that ball up out wide. Combining with Jeff Newman, who looks to cross into Coffee Biscuit, and that's an early goal for Coffee Biscuit, assisted by Jeff Newman.
Yep, with those 3 strikers, you get the ball in the box, and you're going to have a numbers edge against center backs. Newman comes out wide, and that's just a tap-in for Biscuit.
Beats Lynn to the ball.
Yeah, gets good positioning there and just sticks out a long leg. 1 down, 9 to go for Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo not quite on pace to score 9, but they're close, so they can do it.
Of course, they also can't concede.
True. Although Athenai has had a hard time finding goals this season.
Yeah, 8 goals this season as a club.
I'm sure they expected this type of season, though. I mean, they made deliberate moves to sell off big pieces, so sure it's not a surprise
they're trying to
to any of the members of that
They're
team.
punting this season to make the next seasons better.
Yeah, I think there's honor in recognizing when you're facing down the barrel of either mediocrity or collapse and just pulling the trigger. And I think despite having a rough season, Athenai has had some very close matches and have played for a lot of pride so far.
And they got some dudes that can play.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a great shot from Thessenwitz, but off the bar. Lots of curve on that. And, only 30 minutes in, it's 1-0. For how the games have gone for Athenai so far this season, not too bad. Hyuga's got that in the middle. It doesn't look like Sao Paulo is putting that much pressure on the ball carrier in this game.
Yeah, it's interesting. Ooh.
As Ansha is dribbling it up through the middle. Plays it out wide to Thessenwitz. Looks to cross into 44, but that's relatively easy save for Duke.
Yeah, it was a good place to shoot from, just the shot execution was not there.
Yeah, it kind of just played it right into his hands. You expect better from such a dangerous striker as 44. It's Funyuns. Oh, what a shot out wide from Biscuit. That had some power on it.
Already in this one.
Yeah, one of Sao Paulo's many attackers. They have, I believe, 4 or 5 guys that can play striker. There's Bradford with a great chance, but that's saved by Anderson, and that's out for an Athenai corner. Athenai threatening to score here. Played in by Hyuga. Well, that's headed out by Lexington, I believe. Athenai picks that back up, but the highlight ends. Ansha on the free kick, but that's blocked by the wall and picked up by Duke.
Yeah, it's a dangerous position for a free kick, but the free kick was not good.
No, yeah. It had decent curve, I guess, but that doesn't really count for anything. It just looks nice.
Didn't get enough elevation on it.
Not at all. Mayhem plays that through to 44, finds some space, and that's in. What a shot by 44. And a great pass from Matthew Mayhem. Does a cartwheel. He's pumped.
As we take a look again. Just comes out of the back. Mayhem plays a diagonal ball.
That was a great switch.
That is just beautifully beautifully placed.
Tough to save that one if you do.
Yeah, especially because he's coming to your left, and you're trying to close down that angle, and he puts it to your right. That's a very hard change in direction. Totally
off-footed him. And now Sao Paulo looks to go forward again as Mayhem picks it up. Oh, into Biscuit. Is that offside? Yeah, he was offside.
Yeah.
He was so open.
Just so offside. He was practically in the Atlantic.
I'm like, someone just doesn't get that open without being offside. Oh, all right. And that was a half. Honestly, Athenai didn't look too bad. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they've defended valiantly. They've even had some half chances here or there.
Don't get me wrong. Sao Paulo has definitely had control of the game and have been the better team, but it's not as bad as it's not as bad as I'm sure Sao Paulo would have hoped.
Yeah.
They only have 2. They got to score 7 goals this half.
Yeah, they needed just to pour it on, and so far it's been a light drizzle.
Yeah, I mean 2-0 is a pretty respectable scoreline, but not when you need to make up that much goal difference. And the half's underway. We have no subs, and that's just kind of kicked out. As Duke looks to play it out of the back for Athenai. Siege on the right. Played through to Bradford. And that's a penalty!
You can't do that in the box.
Oh, boy. Oh, I'm excited.
Is that going to be a red for Dogso?
Just a yellow for Inclon. As Bradford takes the penalty up against Anderson. Will he score? And it's in!
Yes.
Bradford finishes off the penalty. Anderson didn't even dive. It was just a perfect accuracy, perfect spot to finish it.
Yep,
I guess
really
Anderson
well
did
played.
dive, but it was kind of a...
Yeah, but now Sao Paulo need 8.
And Athenai finds himself on the score sheet. Their 9th goal of the season. Panda out to backline carry, I believe that is, but Oren 44 steals that and dribbles it up the right-hand side himself. Plays it into Funyuns. Looks to cross, and that's in from Newman. They respond very quickly.
Yeah, not wasting any time.
Yeah, just a quick steal from 44. Plays it into Funyuns, who's running on. Finds some space. And a great ball in, and Newman heads that just by the near post, and it's in.
Yeah, I'm not sure Duke particularly saw that particularly well. Just a small flick on there.
Newman was way too open for being that close to the net, too. And Sao Paulo suffocates that Athenai attack, and they look to go forward, but they turn the ball over as Hyuga has it in the middle for Athenai. Plays it through, but Thessenvitz picks that up. And now it's in for 44. And turned over. Kind of just going back and forth here. Trading through balls. Bradford on the right. Over to Siege, and that's given away. Some sloppy football here from both sides.
Yeah.
Panda on the left for Athenai. Combines with Hyuga. Panda shot saved by Anderson. Good shot there from Panda. Hyuga looks to cross. And that's cleared out. Siege combines with Hyuga and Prince. Played into the middle to King. But that's turned over. And Sao Paulo looks to counter. Playing into Ansha.
Oh, way too much space.
And a great save by Duke. Backline carry kind of got back to cut off some of his angle there, but it was still a good save. Maybe not the best shot.
Yeah, I almost think Biscuit overthought that shot. You know, when you have that much time, sometimes you could be prone to that.
Yeah, I think he kind of cut his angle a little bit right before he shot it. He took a weird touch. Funyuns crosses that corner in. It's headed out, but recovered by Sao Paulo. So they look for it to get another chance, but that's cut off. I wonder what happened. Time's ticking down here. Sao Paulo has quite a few goals to score if they want to win the league. But Buenos Aires crossing their fingers.
Yeah, hoping they don't pull a touchdown out of nowhere.
That would be something. As Newman plays into Biscuit, trying to get that started. Saved by Duke out for a corner. Funyuns on the corner. Crosses in. Oh, cleared off the line by backline Carey. Great play from Carey there to save a goal. Keeping it just 3-1. Mayhem in. That's parried out. Lexington, good chance. Lexington again. Maybe not. No. I thought that was definitely a penalty.
Yeah, especially with the one on the other side earlier in the match.
Yeah. He tackled him hard from behind. I'm surprised. Newman gets that for Sao Paulo. About 5 minutes left in just regular time. Mayhem on the left. Plays that in, but that's headed out. But it finds its way to Thessenvitz. Through to Newman, 44. He looked offside to me. Yeah, he's off. Sorry, Owen. Yeah, not very close. We're in the 86th minute. Ansha plays through to Newman. To Biscuit. And that one is not offsides. Coffee Biscuit. I think it's a hat trick. I could be wrong. Yeah, and I mean, kind of unfortunate for Athenai. Not that it really matters too much to them, but not the way you want to finish the game. Yuga gets a free kick. Oh! That was close. Off the crossbar, but Hugo almost finishes that free kick off. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes of added time almost over. Desenvitz out wide. To King and Carey. Back to Lexington. And that game is over. And that seals the deal for Buenos Aires, winning the league title. Sao Paulo finishing 4-1, a very good scoreline, but it's not enough. And that concludes season 10 of the SSL. It's been a really awesome season. I mean, this has probably been the most competitive season we've seen in quite a while. Like we mentioned earlier, Hollywood did win 3 in a row, and we saw them get relegated. And now Buenos Aires, who was promoted just a few seasons ago, has won their first Division I league title after winning the cup last season. Golden Boot winner, Ricky Bobby from Reykjavik. Not a stranger to scoring goals in Division I, and he shows why he belongs here. And wow, honestly, that was such a great season, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in all these match days. This league is not possible without all the great players that take part in it. And I hope that everyone enjoyed such a competitive season. We got a final look at the final table as Buenos Aires takes home the Division I title, winning on goal difference over Sao Paulo, 25 points. Tokyo, Sao Paulo, and Buenos Aires all at 25. That proves how close this season was. Reykjavik just 1 point below them, and Romana just 2. And yeah, congratulations to Buenos Aires. Sorry to Athenai and Hollywood. You will be relegated to Division II next season. Hollywood, that is pretty crazy. 3-time champions in a row and then getting relegated the season after. You don't hear that too often. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Congratulations to Buenos Aires for their league win. And we will see you all next season. Thank you. I've been Trella and Valpix, and we'll see you later.